When good King Richard is gone on a crusade, his brother Prince John rules the kingdom in his place and would like to think of himself as the king. But he is only the phony king of England. Prince John heavily taxes the people of England, leaving many of the people impoverished and forcing a number of good people to become outlaws like the legendary Robin Hood. Trying to help those around him, he robs from the rich and gives to the poor. The Sheriff of Nottingham has been unsuccessful in apprehending the elusive hero of the people. Robin is often accompanied by Little John as they go running through the forest to evade soldiers and the sheriff's posse. Lesson 1. We can learn from Robin Hood's desire to help those in need. His noble heart has made him a hero to the common people. And Robin Hood has the audacity to rob Prince John himself by putting on a fortune teller disguise. Lesson 2. Robin Hood isn't afraid to set goals with high ambitions and dream big. We can learn a lot from his courageous confidence and his ability to outsmart the prince and all of his goons. And lally, Robin Hood and Little John sure are successful in robbing Prince John. Robin soon becomes the most wanted outlaw in the kingdom. The people of Nottingham feel the heavy burden of taxes imposed by Prince John. There are some people, like Friar Tuck, who try to help those in need. But the Sheriff of Nottingham has a keen ear for the jingle of gold coins and often drops by for surprise tax collections to the dismay of the people. Lesson 3. As a wise proverb once said, when the wicked rule, the people groan. The sheriff has no mercy or compassion for the people. He squeezes the people of their money even if it is a child or during a birthday celebration. When Skippy the rabbit has his birthday present confiscated, he feels like the world has come to an end. In stark contrast to the cold-hearted sheriff, Robin Hood often visits the people wearing various disguises and shares optimism, comfort, and financial relief wherever he can. Lesson 4. Like Robin, find opportunities to bring hope and encouragement to others. This outlaw has won the hearts of many people of Nottingham with his good deeds. Meanwhile, a vixen nearby is in love with Robin Hood and dreams of the day that he will come and sweep her off her feet and bring her to Sherwood Forest. When Maid Marian and Robin Hood were younger, they were sweethearts. But she has not forgotten Robin and often daydreams about reuniting with him someday. Robin Hood hasn't forgotten Maid Marian either and thinks of her just as often. Lesson 5. Don't give up on your dreams. Robin Hood doesn't feel he has a chance with Maid Marian since he is an outlaw. But Friar Tuck comes and tells him that he's no outlaw. When King Richard returns, he'll be considered a hero. Friar Tuck also gives the news that an archery tournament is going to be held, and Maid Marian will give a kiss to the winner. And lally, that seals the deal for Robin Hood. He can't wait to show off his archery skills now. Little John tries to warn him that the whole place will be crawling with soldiers. But Robin Hood gives us our 6th lesson. Faint hearts never won fair ladies. Robin plans to win the heart of Maid Marian with his charm, confidence, and courageous spirit. The day of the archery tournament arrives and the phony King of England is ready for the festivities. As he talks to his assistant, Hiss the Snake, we find out that Prince John has set up a trap for Robin Hood with the tournament. Lesson 7. In order to set an effective trap, you need good bait to attract your prey. Prince John knows that a kiss from Maid Marian and an opportunity to show off his skills as the best archer in the kingdom would be irresistible to Robin. To sneak into the tournament, Robin and Little John disguise themselves. Robin's disguise and acting is good enough to even fool the Sheriff of Nottingham. Little John pretends to be nobility and gains a seat with Prince John, forcing Hiss to give up his seat and spend his time instead searching for Robin Hood. All of the archers arrive for the tournament and present themselves to Prince John. Robin Hood also takes the opportunity to give Maid Marian a flower and a coy compliment. The archery tournament starts with the initial volleys, and from the beginning Robin distinguishes himself from the competition, arousing the suspicion of Prince John and his men. The next stage of the tournament moves on to the best archers, the Sheriff of Nottingham and Robin Hood. Despite various tricks by the sheriff to cheat his way into winning, lally, Robin Hood is able to overcome the odds with some fancy shooting and win the whole tournament. Lesson 8. A strong will and sheer determination can overcome great odds. When Prince John is about to announce Robin as the tournament winner, he instead reveals the fox's true identity and Robin is captured. How ironic that Prince John, a lion, is so conniving and heartless, while Robin Hood, a fox, is winsome and noble-hearted. Maid Marian tries to plead for his life, but young love isn't enough to sway a cold and jealous heart. Prince John orders the execution of Robin Hood. Just when it seems that all is lost, Prince John seems to have a change of heart, and lally orders to release the prisoner. On the surface, it appears that love conquers all, but really it's Little John's work in the background saving Robin's life. The sheriff catches on to Little John's trick and stops him. Prince John quickly reverts to his true desire, the capture and death of Robin Hood. The main event then ensues with Robin Hood and those on his side fighting against the soldiers and the sheriff's posse. In the middle of the fighting, Robin proposes to Marian. Lesson 9. Sometimes you don't have an ideal opportunity, and you just have to make your own opportunity. It isn't the most romantic, but Maid Marian is just happy to be back together with Robin. Lady Cluck and the rest of Robin's merry men escape to Sherwood Forest, leaving Prince John to wallow in his failed attempt to capture Robin Hood. In Sherwood Forest, Robin Hood and Maid Marian renew their romance and declare how their love goes on for each other. Lesson 10. Life is brief, but love goes on. There's an eternal quality about love that seems to outlast life itself. Something stirs us when we see and feel love, a shadow of something divine in our human condition. A desire for love that's part of the best dreams and stories. All of Robin's merry men are in Sherwood Forest, and lally, they are ready to celebrate another day eluding capture and to poke fun at the phony king of England, Prince John the Worst. The new tune even gets stuck in the sheriff's head, and he finds himself singing about Prince John the Worst. But singing in the royal estate probably isn't the best place. Lesson 11. Don't speak ill of others behind their back. They may eventually hear about it. The heavy taxes have put many in prison. It's a dark time in Nottingham, but the people try to encourage and take care of each other the best they can. Lesson 12. Shared hardships create a strong bond in community. Even at church, there are so few people left that the service is empty as well as the poor box. The church might decide to give the last savings they have so the poor box will at least have something. Lesson 13. The greater the sacrifice, the greater the gift. With uncanny timing again, the Sheriff of Nottingham arrives and snatches the last coin from the poor box. Outraged at the injustice of what he did, the friar kicks the sheriff out of church and fights with him outside. The sheriff and his guard overpower him, however, and Friar Tuck is arrested for high treason to the crown. Lesson 14. It is a noble thing to fight against injustice and tyranny. Meanwhile, in his castle thinking of how he can capture his enemy, Prince John sets up a trap for Robin Hood when he hears that Friar Tuck has been imprisoned. He plans to hang Friar Tuck to draw out Robin Hood. As the sheriff and his guards set up the gallows, Robin Hood saunters by in one of his disguises and finds out that the prince wants to hang Friar Tuck. Lesson 15. Robin Hood easily could have kept hiding in the woods to save himself, but he risked so much to bring hope and relief to the people of Nottingham. When Robin Hood gets back to Little John, he tells him they need to do a jailbreak tonight. It's the only way to save the man of God. The castle has many guards and soldiers on lookout for the rogue fox. Especially watching tonight are the sheriff and his guards Nutsy and Trigger. Robin and Little John sneak into the courtyard, and Robin swaps places with Nutsy to gain access to the sheriff's keys. Once Little John is safely inside the prison, he begins freeing all the prisoners he can find. Lesson 16. The release of those who are wrongly imprisoned helps restore justice to the land. Meanwhile, Robin Hood climbs up to the tower where Prince John is sleeping with his gold, and lally, is there a lot of gold? Robin Hood and Little John set up a conveyor belt to send gold down to the prison for the prisoners to take with them while escaping the castle. Just when Robin has almost all the gold out the window, Hiss wakes up and makes quite the commotion and wakes up the rest of the castle guards. While the people are making a jailbreak and escaping the castle, they are shot at by various guards. They almost all make it, but Mother Rabbit sees her baby and Robin Hood goes back to rescue her. Lesson 17. A hero willingly risks himself to save others, even those who seem so small and insignificant. During the rescue, he gets trapped inside the castle and is forced to find another way to escape. While pursuing Robin Hood, the Sheriff of Nottingham catches the castle on fire, and Robin is forced to the roof with nowhere else to go. He finally jumps into the moat, only to be shot down by the castle archers. Little John and Skippy watch in horror as they see their friend and hero die. Lesson 18. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Lally! To the great joy of his friends, Robin Hood escapes once again and will continue to provide hope and strength to the people of Nottingham until King Richard returns. Some stories have a sad ending, but not in Nottingham this time. The good King Richard returns to England and restores the kingdom and sets all things right. Robin Hood and Maid Marian get married, and Prince John, Hiss, and the old sheriff are imprisoned. Lesson 19. Restoration, justice, and true love. What happier ending can you have than that?